Hello everyone, welcome in. I am Dekzeh and I'm here to narrate to you guys another game for the CALLOUS Invitational 6. It's a game between Sadlysius and Pak, and honestly those were some of the most impressive players in the first round, so I'm very excited. That's why I chose to narrate this game. And let's just jump right in. This is game 1, Sadlysius at the bottom, Pak at the top. We see Zapdos on Fortress. This is a matchup that either side could stay in. We see Fortress using spikes on a baton pass to Celebi, so immediately probably some sort of baton pass chain here. We see a baton pass into Zapdos on a flamethrower. Important to notice that this is not Roar Moltres, otherwise definitely would have gone for that there. And it would be really good to stop the Calm Mind baton pass Celebi. So definitely expecting other abusers of that in Sadlysius side, like Jirachi, maybe even a Raikou, though that's a little bit less likely. And very likely to have a Suicune as well, as the sort of teams usually do. For Pak, looks like some spikes balance. Yeah, I mean, definitely expecting a Blissey, and then who the fuck knows what else, right? Some sort of rock resist in the back, probably a Swampert. And you do see a Swampert right here on the Zapdos, not ideal. Probably just switching out again into Fortress to scout, get smacked with a Thunderbolt. Well played by Sadlysius there. There's no way Pert ever stays in, and we do see the Blissey, but Blissey just means more Calm Minds. Interesting that you go Jirachi instead of Celebi, because you can already see that you can clearly Calm Mind the Baton Pass. The Pak won't have good ways to stop that. Maybe he's scared of Fortress exploding. That could be one thing. But this just indicates sub Jirachi. Either sub or Wish, but you wouldn't risk Thunder Wave on your Wish Calm Mind Jirachi. And if it's not Calm Mind, then you wouldn't 1v1 Blissey, so it seems kind of pointless. So definitely expecting sub Jirachi here. Let's see what Pak does. We see the sub, and we see the Seismic Toss, so this is a matchup that Jirachi is most likely always winning. As we see a Calm Mind into Swampert, sub Jirachi doesn't often carry HP Grass, but this one does. Psychic HP Grass is kind of weird, you get walled by Steel types, but it's okay. Sub Calm Mind, Hidden Power Grass, Thunderbolt. Don't even 2-hit kill this Metagross. I guess you can always crit it. I mean, you still would 1v1 it, but that's pretty lucky because if you don't crit it there, this Metagross gets an Earthquake off before dying, and then from there, Blissey easy 1v1s. But this just looks like a winning matchup for Sadly anyways. The Celebi can freely Calm Mind in front of anything, and the Baton Pass, and Zapdos is just a threat. And he definitely has more stuff in the back to handle Blissey, because these teams are often overly prepared to handle Blissey. As we see a sub, and a Seismic Toss, and Jirachi is winning this 1v1 almost every single time. I won't say always, because if the Blissey never gets paralyzed, never gets fully paralyzed, Thunderbolt doesn't do enough damage to the point where, like, even at +6, Thunderbolt will do what? Maybe 35 to 40%? I'm guessing around 35. So without Sand, without anything like that, the Blissey could, in theory, 1v1, but it's so unlikely that, yeah, you get turns like that, you get full paras, you just get crits, and this Jirachi just heals with leftovers. I'm gonna speed this up, because I think as soon as this Blissey drops, the match is over, right? If Pak had anything else, he would have showed it by now. Very quick game 1. Very quick game 1. Okay, Jirachi is finally at +6. Let me see how much damage that does after the sub. Yeah, I don't think Blissey even gets to hit kill here. But you can see how close this matchup is, right? If Blissey never gets full paralyzed, it could, in theory, maybe 1v1. We see a Thunderbolt on the Metagross sack there to remove the para from Blissey. But you're just giving the Jirachi leftovers, and you will get paralyzed again. It's 20% with Serene Grace. It's pretty likely for Jirachi to just win this matchup. Once again, lucky break getting the crit on Metagross there, because this Blissey would 1v1 the Jirachi after he had taken an Earthquake, just not from full health. And yeah, the cool set from Sub-Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, HP Grass, huh? No real good coverage for steel types. No stab moves. No problem, I suppose. And this is still going. Let's go hyper fast. I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? Dekzeh is not 1v1ing at this point. It gets paralyzed there. No full para. Just going for hidden powers. I wonder why. Oh, Puck just forfeits. Yeah. I mean, the writing was on the wall there. I mean, honestly, pretty tough matchup for Puck. I guess well prepped by Sadlysius, right? The Jirachi just kind of won. And yeah, it literally got the surprise kills on Swampert and Moltres. And I would have done the same thing in Puck's side. I would not expect Sub-Calm Mind HP Grass Thunderbolt. Let's just jump to game 2. Once again, Sadly at the bottom, Puck at the top. 1-0 lead to Sadlysius. As we see a Blissey on Tyranitar lead. So Tyranitar has the advantage. We see a sub. And we see a nice beam that fails to break the sub. Is this Boa in 2022? It is! What the fuck? This brings me back 15 years in the past. Back when I was good at this game. Suicune kind of a Boa answer, but not if you get specially defense drop. Wow, this is a tough... Tyranitar is faster or... No, it's just a Roar, right? Yeah. Into Venusaur, so not looking good for Suicune here. And we see that Venusaur is obviously faster, but it misses a Sleep Powder. Trying to catch a switch there, and Sadlysius gets rewarded for the ballsy move of staying in and resting. The Venusaur could probably have just killed it. We see a Skarmory on the Suicune that stays in against Venusaur at -2 special defense. I guess he's just confident that this Venusaur doesn't have a grass move. I don't even know. Or just making ballsy plays. And we see a Starmie hard switching into Gengar from Skarmory. And it gets rewarded because the Gengar uses Mean Look. But like, literally zero respect for Thunderbolt there? That's crazy to me. I mean, I guess the most likely move for Gengar to be using is Will-O-Wisp. So Skarmory is kind of a safe pivot. And Mean Look Gengar apparently is a popular thing nowadays. So well played by Peck. Wow, that was wild. Starmie shows to be faster. If it's not super defensive, it has Hydro Pump. It's literally forcing this Gengar out. We see the Perish Song. Apparently that's the new wave. Bulky trapping Gengars. They're all over the game. And we see Blissey switching back in. So Puck looks to be in a really good position right now. From Sadlysius' team, we can expect to see a Doug Trio and Sync Blissey miss. I love Sadlysius. We see a double to Starmie on the Suicune. Just back to Blissey, right? And Skarmory on the Blissey gets more layers. Yeah, Puck is just dominating this game. We see a Taunt, even worse. I guess Sadlysius was just like bringing Gengar as an anti-stall measure on his own stall team, but he's just getting wrecked by this Boa in 2022. And yeah, spikes are obviously going to be annoying here. The Claydol struggles to spin after it took so much damage from Tyranitar. We see Gengar being put to sleep. I guess that's the best thing you want sleep because it's so useless. This thing literally has one turn when it can do something and then it's just worthless. I don't know why this is popular. But I'm just a hater. And I guess Sadlysius does get to heal his Blissey up here. So that's good for him. But again, free Tyranitar switch and Suicune has burned one turn of sleep. You just raw focus punch here, right? I mean, I don't want to grief that sub, but it is what it is. Can fish for special defense drops. And Suicune is just gonna roar, right? Oh. Tyranitar is actually faster. Unless he actually went for roar there. Nope, Tyranitar is faster and it's gonna kill Suicune with Sand after he roars. So Boa putting in the work. I don't get why. I guess Sadlysius is scared of this flamethrower, which makes sense. Original Boa run Thunderbolt, but yeah, this is definitely flamethrower. So Jirachi would just be bait. This Jirachi also probably can't even break the sub. So wow, Tyranitar just actually destroys this team. This is crazy. And sacrificing the Claydol with spikes down, we just hate to see it. We see Venusaur being faster than Jirachi, and the Jirachi probably can't do much to it. It has Calm Mind though, but it's not gonna sweep when it's seeded, and it can't touch Tyranitar. Unless it can. Is this Super Rachi? Double to Doug Trio on the Tyranitar, very well played. Sadlysius is playing for his outs, trying to get a Jirachi win. We see Crunch is gonna fail to kill Doug Trio, that's expected, and yeah, Tyranitar is dead. And assuming this is like Psychic, Fire Punch, Calm Mind, it could win. We see Skymore getting the third layer there. The problem is, how do you ever sacrifice your Gengar? You want Gengar to be gone. Jirachi is gonna take too much damage. It's Wish. So it's Calm Mind, Wish, Psychic, Fire Punch, most likely, right? We see Sing Blissey hit, and the Venusaur could have stopped Jirachi. The full health Metagross still probably does it. We see Metagross reaching on Gengar. You don't even want to kill this thing, do you? Well, I guess he does. Because now he can put Jirachi to sleep. I guess he can't because his Venusaur is asleep. But unless Fire Punch burns here, it's already over, right? And we see that it doesn't burn. Very, very dominating by Pac. Wow. I can't believe I saw Tyranny Boa popping off so hard in 2022. That was impressive. Yeah, ties the series 1-1. Let's watch game 3. I feel like this is going so fast. Vaporeon lead. I love Vaporeon lead. You don't normally want to see Zapdos, but we can already see that Pac just stays in and Ice Beams, expecting him to be faster, expecting a defensive Zapdos. This is normally sub Baton Pass with some sort of Pinch Berry. And we see a Baton Pass into Heracross on the Celebi. Pac already kinda just assuming that Sadlysius brought a more defensive squad. This could be the same team as he brought game 1. We saw Zapdos, Celebi, Jirachi. But it already feels different just by virtue of the Zapdos being defensive. As we see a Focus Punch onto Skarmory, so Pac just all over the place. Although the Vaporeon being toxic is not ideal. Hydro Pump threatens a lot of damage here. He could also Ice Beam the Celebi, which is what he does. And Vaporeon should be faster. We see that it has no leftover, so we can't tell for sure. But I expect Vaporeon to be faster. Surprised he didn't sub there. And we see a presumably Choice Band Metagross. Probably not Choice Band from that damage. Unless it's a very defensive Metagross by Sadlysius. And it's not, because that Meteor Mash did a lot. Also, this is an ADV thing, right? Where Pinch Berries don't trigger if you're brought to the range after Toxic like this. So I guess we won't know what berry this Vaporeon had. Gonna go for the Hydro Pump, presumably, or the Baton Pass into Metagross. And misses the Mash onto Skarmory. That's huge. Just stays in, push damage, gets a crit, makes up for it. This is definitely Choice Band. I take it back. So defensive Metagross, kinda. And we see a Magneton. Another crit, though. Magneton should still outspeed and 2-hit kill. Unless this Metagross keeps going crazy and crits again. Who knows? We see a Thunderbolt. We see another Meteor Mash. No crits this time. Magneton gonna come out on top. And wow, I need to stop here. What is this game? Skarmory is super low. There's a Heracross. What even is Sadlysius last? It could just even be a Doug Trio, which would revenge kill this Heracross right after. And Pac could literally have anything. Those shells are so versatile. He just wants momentum, offensive pressure. I love Vaporeon lead. Probably expecting, I don't know, offensive stuff. Let's fucking go. We see that the Magneton is faster than Heracross, and the Heracross misses. What is this? What am I narrating? He switches out. Sorry, I'm confused. Why are you switching your Magneton out there, sacrificing the Skarmory? Maybe you actually are Dug Trio last? Because I don't think this is in Zapdos range or anything like that. Also, I guess that it kinda, like... You just went into a super slow Heracross and Focus Punch the Celebi earlier on. That's kinda crazy to me. But why is this Heracross so slow? Misses a Rock Slide on Skarmory and I should Drill Peck. That is so unfortunate, man. We see a Tyranitar come out. We could expect Taunt here. We see a Clado by Sadlysius. So very weird Magdoll squad, honestly. How's this team even trying to win? I don't know. Looks like some anti-metagame tech. Which looks like it's working, but I actually think Pak has the advantage here. Skarmory is near dead. Magneton is Magneton. It doesn't do anything. Zapdos is low. Guess Celebi could be a way to win. Especially if it's some sort of Calm Mind. Which it probably isn't, revealing Leech Seed here. Swampert staying in, gets HP Grass. So wow, Sadlysius is actually getting a lot of kills. But yeah, how is this team as exactly beating Salamence? You explode your Clado? Or you run Ice Beam Clado? That's kinda bad. What's Pak doing here? There's definitely Dragon Dancer. Just goes Clado. And if you weaken this, even Dragon Dance Tyranitar wins, right? Like... Vaporeon meets the Explosion, so not even an Ice Beam. And yeah, even though Sadlysius looks like he had an advantage in the numbers, we see that Spark that is in prime position to win here. Tyranitar Dragon Dances, Metagross probably lives, but then he won't live Salamence. I guess Sadlysius could win depending on Zapdos set, because it should take one Rock Slide still. This is gonna be super close. This Metagross is dying here. 2 Earthquake, you go Zapdos, you get 1 Thunderbolt off. Maybe you have HP Ice, but you don't run slow HP Ice. And we saw turn 1 that this Zapdos was outsped by Vaporeon. So this is definitely very unlikely to have HP Ice. Maybe you just try to get that Thunderbolt off, and then Celebi lives, and Psychics. Not even sure that's winning. Maybe you could try to go Magneton on an HP... Maybe you're Toxic here, try to go Magneton on HP Flying. I think this is gonna be close. We see a Rock Slide, barely doesn't kill, but it flinches. That is so unfortunate for Sadlysius. I think he would have been so close. We see a Dragon Dance by Pak, and Psychic does 30%. So if Zapdos got a Thunderbolt off, this Celebi managed to get 2 Psychics off. Because he lives here. Wow. But the thing is, that Hidden Power is doing 80%. So without a Dragon Dance, it 2-hit kills. It does like 50. And you don't have to Dragon Dance. You could have just attacked twice, and then Earthquake the Magneton. So I don't even know why you Dragon Dance there. I guess you were expecting Celebi to be bulkier. But yeah, Pak takes this one. The flinch on Zapdos definitely mattered though. This was so close. What a great series. And unfortunately for Sadlysius, he's out of the tournament. And Pak keeps on going. I hope you guys enjoyed this narration. And I'll be back. Probably not for next week because CALLOUS is narrating both games himself. But for the main event, that's when I'll be back. Hope you guys enjoyed this. See you guys later.